From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd and inches, Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Fields. Complete to Jones. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It may say that he's a rookie in the program, but Velus Jones brings a ton of experience to the field. Had a 6-year college career as an all-conference return man and receiver with both USC and the University of Tennessee. A 3rd-round pick, he should get looks at both spots in his first season in the NFL. Nice first down there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Giants had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On third down, Jones.
He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. The decision to go.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now first down throw, Fields.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Play action. It's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
For the Bears and the Giants, both looking to improve their passing games in 2022, that's for sure. Last year, the Bears ranked number 30 in the NFL in passing yards. The Giants actually one spot worse at number 31.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Gano for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeaux
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin with a run by Barkley.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game, 14-all.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
On play action, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On the return, Jackson. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Get out of the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll to try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now Charles can the offense. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On the slant complete to Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And coughed it up. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Jones on 3rd down. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, 26 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Now the point after try for Santos. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And this one too low.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Fields trying to throw for it. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kadarius Toney,
55 yards.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Jones throwing for it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Matthew Adams.
He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8th.
The Bears take over 1st down here at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers.
see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my